Right. 2-0. Defenders Masterclass. Both Smalling and Ibanez on the score sheet. And when it comes to the score, okay. We got the score. But the real question is the way we played. Because defense-wise, we weren't too bad. I agree. We were not too bad. The problem is, I think we need to... Yes, we won. But I always think we can play better. Because, the second you play against top teams, an example is we're playing on Saturday against Atalanta, I think we need, in a way, we need to perform better. Yes, against Atalanta, the match will be played in the defensive section, but at the same time we've got to think about attacking. Let me get Alex on. Right, we've got him on. There you go.
There you go, Simon. Is that a new hairstyle? Come
It is.
on. That is a killer right there.
Oh.
Ooh, that's nice. It's looking good. Great.
Thanks,
great
mate.
job.
Cheers.
Awesome.
Match. Right. What I was saying in this for a second is that I think the score is great. We got the 3 points, which is what we needed. But, don't get me wrong. We need to play better. Because...
Absolutely.
The second we play with better clubs, then, screw it. We lose. And on Saturday, it's an example of this. We need to be better. We need to be more obviously against Atalanta, which is a team which has the power to score 5 goals in a single match. We need to focus on the defense. But at the same time, we can't just close ourselves in the defensive section. Because otherwise, they'll hurt us. So what do you think of the overall performance yesterday?
It was good when we scored a goal, and it was horrible after a while. Again, I'm not going to be too harsh on them, but I think it was an okay performance.
Yeah, I agree.
I expected more. I expected a lot better. I hope that we could have actually won or beaten Spezia by more goals than we did. And the red card at the end was horrible.
That's possibly the main topic we can talk about, as well as the goals, because I don't get it. Okay, he got it with the hand, but you give him a red card for that.
It was immature first. Yeah, realizing he was already on a yellow card, he ought to have been more careful. But the first yellow card was weird,
Yeah, very weird.
Yeah, so... But anyway, it comes with the experience, he would grow out of it. But it's sad we get to lose him, because when he came in, I saw some more energy put in there. But it is what it is. We now have to focus on Atalanta, where, it's really scary looking forward to that game in the first place.
It is indeed. It's very, very scary. So, the defense, now, the good thing, I think the defense, when we talk about the defense, there's only one thing, not just, but the main thing is Smalling. Because when Smalling plays, you get that security you don't have. And what if I told you Smalling is injured and will be missing the match against Atalanta?
Is it that bad? Is it that bad?
It's not that bad, but it's a muscle problem,
Because you know what? You made a very good point. When I was watching Smalling play, I realized he brought in a different kind of aggression, class, experience, throwing his body on different angles of the ball, heading out the ball. We don't have that experience and aggressiveness in defense. So it's sad that he's going to be missing the game, but I hope a miracle happens when he's fit for the game. But if he's missing it, he's missing it.
Yeah, I think we've got mixed, because some rumors say that he'll be back, but example, the primary rumors, which is Mourinho after the match yesterday in his interview said, against Atalanta, we will miss Felix and Smalling. So, it's not looking good. But that, once again, is another reason, talking about Atalanta, linking it to the match we just played against Inter Milan, losing 3-0. You know, we won't have quite a fair amount of players against Atalanta. Smalling, Felix, Pellegrini, El Shaarawy. And there's a trend going on that in top matches, when top players are not playing, the entire team just decides to not turn up. It's obviously bad. Okay, don't get me wrong, it's absolutely tremendous that Smalling is injured, but at the same time, it's a way to see if the team actually understood that they need to turn up to matches even if the top players are not there. So obviously, I would have much rather had Smalling, but you know, it's a learning lesson. And if it will be a battering, if we maybe nick it and win it, I highly doubt it. If we draw it, who knows? But you know, hopefully we don't get battered. That's the main hope.
I mean, the first thing is we need to score on time, score early. We need to keep up the pressure, and we need to try and be very more solid and compact in the defense. I'm pushing for a draw. I mean, I'm thinking...
I take a draw against Atalanta.
I'll take a draw. But again, we are falling out of the top 4, top 5 position, and it's not looking good.
But just to kind of relight our spirits, obviously Lazio lost against Sassuolo, which is good. And this currently means that we're 3 points from Lazio. Empoli is a dark horse. Empoli is a small club. They're currently 2 points from us. So Empoli, you know, Empoli is one of those teams which I think is a problem now. But I think they're one of those teams which obviously they're coming from the Serie B. I don't think they'll keep this rhythm until the end. So they will eventually drop. Fiorentina's the problem because Fiorentina have proven themselves the opposite of what they were last season. Napoli starting to drop some points, but I highly doubt they'll get out of the Champions League zone. The next match, we're playing against Atalanta. We got the toughest match. Lazio's playing at home against Genoa. Juventus are playing in Bologna, which is a tough match. And Fiorentina are playing against Sassuolo, which won against Lazio. Overall, we've got the most hardest match, but the law of football says anything can happen in this sport. Do we think we'll win against Atalanta? No. I don't think we'll win. Let's be honest. I don't think we will win. Will we draw? If the spirit's there, if the passion is there, we will. Otherwise, forget a draw. So, my question to you is, you know, like we were talking, Vertu's form wasn't great, you know, upcoming, especially after he was playing against the French national team. He was not great at all. So my question to you is, after yesterday's match, have you seen improvements? Because I have.
I mean, apart from the crosses which led to the goals, I think he needs a rest. I want to see something different. I don't know. I mean, he keeps blowing hot and cold for me. But to answer your question, I haven't seen any significant improvements.
Yeah, true. I get your point. But I think the positioning yesterday wasn't too bad. Like, obviously, if you compare his match against the latest match, it was the better match. Cristante's always... He needs to grind more tackles and more passes. He needs to be more quick. Otherwise, I seriously think he can lose his position. Because Diawara, yes, is the second option. But when he stepped up yesterday, I think he played well. So, it wasn't too bad. I mean, he played 20-ish minutes. And, you know, he performed good tackles. So, Cristante is in a sort of balanced position. Either he starts performing back again after the COVID, or I think there are players like Bove, for example, which can revolt his position. So obviously, what do you think of the goals yesterday?
Oh, you know, spectacular in the sense that, according to Mourinho, he said that he spent about 30 minutes a day before the match training on set pieces. And right there, you know, the 2 goals are from set pieces. Ibanez, that was a, fantastic one. Smalling, great. So I'm really happy that at least we get to, score from set pieces. Now it gives Atalanta something to think about, because now we could score from the air, we could score from different positions.
Yeah.
My biggest worry, however, is I do not think, from what I saw yesterday, I do not think Mayoral and
No,
Abraham.
Mayoral was a ghost yesterday.
Yes, yes. But he was. I think he was more selfish a little bit, trying to make a name for himself. To say to Mourinho, this is why you should be starting me. But I don't want to see them play together again because it looks like they were singing
Yeah.
different, songs yesterday. I hope Zaniolo is fit
Yeah, he's
for the
back.
next game.
Latest news, the latest news coming out of the AS Roma official website is that Zaniolo's back against Atalanta,
Great.
which will be good. With Abraham as well. Now, this is a big surprise. I highly doubt it will happen, but listen to this. Now, you know, like, after what? I mean, 5 months-ish of Mourinho being an AS Roma coach, the one thing we understood is that, he gives chances to players, but if
True.
they don't perform, then they're out.
They're out.
And after yesterday's, performance from Mayoral, I'm not sure if he'll stay in January. If after the match against CSKA Sofia, his position was reanimated, I think yesterday's performance made it drop a little bit. Now, I have read lately, obviously, I don't, to be honest with you, I don't believe in this. I think it's social media bullshit. But I have read that Mourinho and Roma have started contacts with Edinson Cavani.
Phenomenal.
The extent of this is probably bullshit. But I can find how this is true. Because obviously with Ronaldo, he's not having absolute space at Man United. So, the Mourinho factor, give him a good old call.
Yeah.
Abraham and Cavani, I think, can be a prolific duo, a clinical duo. But, obviously, it'll be interesting. I mean, we're coming close to January, during the January break, where players are resting. We'll talk about transfer market more and more. But Cavani, I think, is more of a transfer market which will happen in June, if you ask me. But who knows?
It depends on if he wants to stay and if he's willing to be, on the bench or even not even make the starting, lineup squad, because we have Anthony Martial. I mean, they want to sell him as a rumor. So it would be great to see Cavani. Ooh, that would be a huge win. But we need a defender and we need a midfielder. That's what I want to see an aggressive one.
We've got a question from the chat about the Felix issue. What happened with Felix? Did Felix get in trouble with Mourinho after the game? Mourinho looked upset on the sidelines. I think the only thing Mourinho got upset about is the fact that he got 2 yellow cards in the space of 10 minutes. But obviously that proves to us that he's still young, he needs to grow psychologically. But he's great. I mean, you were about to guess it again.
I said he was going to score.
Technically he did.
He
technically he did.
He scored, technically.
But you've got an amazing bond with Felix. I mean, wow.
Oh, yeah.
I'm always mind blown.
Yeah,
but Felix is back from the COVID. He's back after 10 minutes. Okay, he did get a red card. But he was there with his sprints. He looked like the new Mbappe, in a way.
He knows how to run.
Dangerous talent he is. Now, let's... okay, so... Last thing I want to do is player ratings. Rui Patricio in goal.
Oh, 10.
Yeah, that incredible save was phenomenal.
10. Fantastic. Yeah.
3 defenders for me Smalling gets a 10 for me. Mancini and Ibanez get Ibanez obviously scored. I think he gets a 9. And Mancini wasn't playing. I got them in the graphic because it was wrong, but it was Kumbula. So I'm gonna give Kumbula a 7.
Where was Mancini? Is he suspended or injured?
Nah, he was suspended. He's back against Atalanta though.
Good. So I'll give the 3 of them. Smalling, Ibanez, Kumbula. I'll give them a 10. We kept a clean sheet.
Okay, the four midfielders are Karsdorp, Vertu, Cristante, and Vigna. Karsdorp and Vigna was great yesterday. I think Karsdorp and Vigna get a 7 for me. Verita and Cristante get a 6-7 as well. And Mkhitaryan, for me, tried, but wasn't great enough. I'm going to give Mkhitaryan a 7.
They all get a 6 for me.
Okay, interesting.
I need more. Vinny was selfish on some occasions. Parasop could not successfully throw crosses in to Tammy Abraham, and that was really poor from him. So
And
6
then-
all around.
Yeah, and then Borja and Tammy, they both tried. Borja gets a 4 for me for the selfishness. Tammy tried, got the post. I'm going to give Tammy a 7.
Okay, Tammy gets a 6. Mayoral gets a 2.
Okay, interesting. This was our match reaction, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you in the next couple of weeks leading to the match against Atalanta. Mate, I'll catch you soon. And if you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you so much for 1.7k that we hit yesterday in the live stream. Like this live stream. Follow me here on Instagram at _ the Simon Show. And we'll catch you soon. Simon out. See you.
Take care.